Hello, my name is Kelley Dennings and my pronouns are she and her. I'll be sharing information about a new report just out titled Gender and the Climate Crisis, Equitable Solutions for Climate Action Plans. First, a quick introduction about the Center. We're a national nonprofit conservation organization that works through a combination of science, the law, activism, and creative media to protect wildlife and the wild places they need to thrive. Project Drawdown lists education of women and girls and access to family planning as top climate change solutions. Women with more years of education have fewer and healthier children and actively manage their reproductive health. Educated girls realize higher wages and greater upward mobility. The effects of rising greenhouse gas emissions are more harmful to women, gender diverse people, and Black, Indigenous, and people of color, although these communities contribute less to climate change. This underscores the need to include gender frameworks and gender diverse voices from communities of color into climate action planning. The Center for Biological Diversity sought to learn if gender frameworks were included in municipal climate action plans, also known as CAPs. 21 CAPs from cities across the United States were analyzed, representing approximately 10% of the US population. Climate action plans are detailed plans developed by entities that outline steps to combat the effects of climate change. Oftentimes, they include both mitigation and adaptation efforts. The pressure of population growth makes it harder to meet emissions reduction targets while magnifying climate change's detrimental consequences on humans and other species. While addressing population growth is a long-term mitigation strategy, there are also short-term adaptation benefits, including improved healthcare, empowerment, and other positive social outcomes. Our analysis looked for gender-based empowerment solutions in municipal CAPs. Gender empowerment initiatives include universal access to voluntary modern family planning methods, LGBTQIA+ inclusive and medically accurate comprehensive sexual education, and affordable sexual and reproductive health care. Additional solutions include supporting educational opportunities, redefining gender roles, creating equitable opportunities for women, and guaranteeing safety from harassment and violence. Unfortunately, none of the CAPs we reviewed mentioned family planning, contraception, reproductive health, and only one plan mentioned gender. In addition to the 21 plans that were analyzed, 7 informal interviews were conducted with sustainability professionals to determine why gender equity and empowerment had been left out of CAPs. And the following themes were identified. First, gender empowerment solutions can be difficult to measure. 2, the need for government approval can be a barrier to including gender empowerment. Next, it matters who's at the table. Having diverse views represented in the discussion and decision-making throughout the development of CAPs is critical. And lastly, the pandemic may offer an opportunity for more inclusive CAPs. So based on the literature and our qualitative and quantitative analyses, we recommend the following steps and policies be implemented at the local government level to incorporate gender-based strategies into CAPs. First, work with existing CAP structures to address gender inequity as a public health issue. 2, collect relevant data related to gender, race, and climate change. 3, educate and train government staff on gender inclusion and the climate crisis. Next, create gender advisory committees. And finally, build gender empowerment programs that include offering comprehensive sex education, supporting contraception access, keeping abortion legal, providing period products, funding quality education programs, and addressing racial inequity in schools. By implementing these practices, policymakers will be better able to create intersectional CAPs that support their communities, wildlife, and the planet. You can get the full report via the link shown here. And finally, we're looking for communities that are in the process of writing or updating their climate action plans and would be willing to include some model gender empowerment language into it. Please reach out to me with my email address showing here if that interests you. Thank you so much.